Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on the video. Today we are watching a video by Rev says desu. Let's get into it. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on the video. I'm here today with a Rev video about how YouTube just destroyed countless problem channels, basically inauthentic. It's what's been happening to a lot of people. Yes, he did. But a lot of people that make a lot better content also got. No, his content was always fine in my opinion, and he shouldn't have either. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about him right now. We have our own issues with each other. So yeah, but anyway, let me get into this video.
Hey, what's up guys, Rip here. So this is going to be one of those videos where I'm going to be going over some serious problems going on with YouTube as a platform, including some issues that are having a profoundly negative impact on a lot of channels right now. And as always in these
I do wonder if he's going to mention the AI guy, because
situations,
that, in my opinion, is also an important
I'm
one.
going to do the best thing I can do, and that is help spread the message about what's going on. So hopefully we can get to the bottom of this. And you guys can help spread the message of this video by extending its reach in the algorithm, by doing the usual stuff, including liking the video, dropping a comment, subbing, all of that stuff. And also you can spread the message the old-fashioned way by spreading around the link and all of those things. So what's going on here? Well, over the past couple of weeks, dozens of channels have been unfairly demonetized. Now, when I say demonetized, I don't mean just some of their videos. I mean their entire channel has lost.
Yes, just for something that some people might not actually be aware of. I was hit with this quite a while ago as well, around the 500 subs mark. Just after I actually got my members up, I got hit with that exact same inauthentic content bullshit. I did appeal it back then. It took about 2 days. And my appeal actually went through successfully. I got my channel back. A lot of the people in the Skybrowse community already knows about this, and they helped me out as well. They shouted me out, and they also mentioned shit to YouTube. And luckily, I did get it back. But I was way before this new wave of strikes happened. Sorry. Don't you need 1,000 to even get one? That is not true. You need 1,000 to get ads on your channel. You just need 500 to get monetized. That's something about it. Yeah. So my channel was originally hit with this exact same strike around the 500 subs mark. And there were at that time already people that joined the memberships, and it screwed over everyone at the time. But luckily they did appeal. My appeal did go through, and I did get my channel back.
Its monetization, which of course has led to many people losing their entire livelihood overnight. And all of the channels we're talking about today.
And now it's a lot bigger channels. Like Cinevia, AI Guy, and some others. I can't remember everyone's names.
Have lost their monetization for the same exact
obviously not as well
reason. Inauthentic content. To put it simply, YouTube is looking at these channels and telling them, we're not going to monetize you because your content to us is so auto-generated and devoid of...
Hey Smokey, welcome. Yes, you did. I'm watching Rev's video about the whole inauthentic content bullshit that's going on. So yeah.
Human involvement. You're basically an auto-generated slot mill that we do not want to place ads on, or at least give you credit for. Okay? And
you just give Jackal the nod. I'll keep the games coming until these bigots sort out the shit. Yep.
If you just take a 2-second...
I appreciate it, Jackal. You don't have to, but I appreciate it.
Glance at these channels, you'll realize they are in fact authentic and run by humans, but all these channels would appeal this decision, and every single one of them was rejected. Ironically enough, from the automated YouTube system, their automated moderation system that looked at this and said, no, we're rejecting your appeal. And of course,
that is the craziest thing as well. Like I said, mine was actually checked. I'm assuming a real person looked at it, because it was reversed immediately, like 2 days. It was the longest. It wasn't auto rejected like everyone else is currently.
YouTube, in its smugness, is still to this day claiming that these...
Yes, 100%. Everyone needs to jump onto Rumble. I am going to start uploading my newer videos onto Rumble as well.
Rejections of these appeals were done by human review, when in many cases it would be just downright impossible.
Inauthentic auto AI flags people for being inauthentic. Yeah.
To have come to that conclusion. But this sort of shift towards AI moderation is something that YouTube is prioritizing, especially under its latest CEO, who has made it very clear. Operation of the platform, AI is going to be a big part of it.
Can't search anyone on Rumble at the moment unless you take out the link at the top and search name from there. Oh wow. If you live in the USA, Rumble is also good for streaming, but you can't join one program from almost... Really? Fuck, I didn't know that.
Now, some of that is necessity, right? It's a massive platform with infinite content. There has to be some sort of automation. But YouTube is trying to cut corners and cut costs, and they're basically allowing automation to take over everything involving moderation of their website, including determination of monetization and stuff like that. That's really impacting people. Now, the related rule was actually given an update, sort of, back in July of last year, where this whole authentic content requirement...
Okay, so this is actually this is an old rule now. Well, old is... it's only been a year, but it's technically old now.
...was specified. Now, of course, this sort of standard of authentic content didn't really change in 2025. They were just clarifying it, so nothing really changed.
And one thing is the stream delay for Rumble is similar to YouTube. Oh, shit.
If you are...
Define authentic, yes. No, define authentic.
Making content with...
Well, there is a definition for authentic content. They don't follow the definition that they give. Also, hello, Loka. Sorry about that.
Any sort of human involvement, you're going to pass the bar on this requirement. In fact, in July, they would clarify that authentic content includes AI. Like, if AI is a part or even a major part of your content on YouTube, they will still consider it authentic if there's some human involvement. But in this case, with these channels we're talking about, not only are they being labeled inauthentic, these channels are clearly run by humans. Like, we don't have to get into the argument about how much AI is involved in these channels. A lot of these are just straight up regular channels.
You verify your account, you get monetized immediately. My channel is monetized on Rumble. That's the thing. Technically, if I look at all of my AMVs, it says monetized next to it, which is funny.
Channels, and they are very diverse in the type of stuff they cover, but they're all getting hit with the same exact reason for their channel demonetization. And here's some examples. The Broken Crown political podcast, hit with demonetization.
Okay, so Broken Crown, I don't know if they do reacts or anything, but they're demonetized.
A music channel, same thing. Here are
oh fuck, okay, there's people here that I never heard of that's also getting struck.
Comic book channel.
All channels on Rumble monetized by default. Oh, okay, I see. They're monetized too. I have 2 videos. I'm kind of surprised that the appeal system is so bad on YouTube. Even if it's fully AI, if you had a ChatGPT like bot you could talk to, it would still be way better than... Yep.
Same thing. Gaming channels hit with this. In fact, here's an
what the fuck?
Interesting one where a live stream channel who is not even active anymore was hit with this same inauthentic content rule.
Okay, there's a lot of fucking people here that just got fucking struck heavily. That's fucking wrong. That's fucking wild. Not wrong, yeah.
That demonetized that related channel. Now, the most recent example just...
Yes, this one I do know about.
...happened right before recording this video, where the...
Picked up dictionary. So this doesn't matter according to YouTube. Oh, good to know. There's dictionary away, yep.
YouTuber Sin also had their YouTube channel demonetized entirely. And Sin is someone who is on the Side Scrollers podcast, makes appearances there, just like me and my wife do every 2 weeks. So this was a pretty shocking thing to see, because if you look at their content, it's just a regular commentary VTuber, right? Like, they are a very real...
Yeah, that's one of the problems. It's a VTuber. YouTube does not like VTubers.
...person.
Neither does Twitch. No one. Twitch and YouTube both don't like VTubers very much.
Using a VTuber model in this case, but there's absolutely no way a human being looks at this channel and thinks it is auto-generated slop with no human involvement. Like, it's completely ridiculous. Now, look at...
Yeah, no, it's fucking wild. She's massive.
The response...
Well, she's big. She's a very big channel.
...by YouTube, Team YouTube on Twitter, to some appeals by Sin, trying to get a human to review this. Team YouTube...
No, obviously it's more than VTubers that's affected, but they don't like VTubers. Both YouTube and Twitch do not like VTubers.
...says this. Thanks for sending this our way. Inauthentic...
So it doesn't help being a VTuber.
...content refers to mass-produced or repetitive content. This includes content that looks like it's made with a template with little to no variation across...
That is a bullshit description.
...across videos, or content that is easily replicable...
Hey, Enjo, how's it going? How's it going?
...at scale. And you can see 0 likes on that because people are disgusted that content creators have to do this.
It doesn't like them, but I didn't know YouTube also has a problem. Yeah, no, YouTube not as big. Like YouTube doesn't have as big of an issue as Twitch does, but YouTube does not like them. Yeah, and it is very vague. The thing is, there is still a yes, cool template, and just slop being thrown out basically by a bot. That makes sense. It doesn't make sense when normal people get fucking seen as a bot, and then it just fucking destroys their entire channel because of it. Hitting VTubers and center or right-leaning creators, yeah. Repetitive content, so the entire MSM and their YouTube channels, then anyone can CC and demonetize them. Yeah, no, there are people that should be, but no one should be demonetized. I don't agree with silencing anyone like that, unless they're actively fucking doing fucking heinous shit. Hey, Will, how's it going? They failed the capture test, yeah.
Because this requirement for authentic content, the bar is so low, and the fact that very real channels have to fight to get their monetization back because of this rule is insane and very frustrating, to say the least. And what you just saw on Twitter there is unfortunately what content creators have to do in these situations. You can't rely on your content.
Yeah, when my channel got hit, I uploaded on X, I tagged YouTube, Team YouTube creators, and appeal. But like, luckily, I was very lucky in this situation.
Contacts at YouTube. In fact, getting into contact with a human being at YouTube is virtually impossible. I don't even care who you are. You could have millions of subs. It still might be extremely hard for you to find an actual human being to look at your current problem. And in this case, you have layers of automation. So people do what they've done for years, and that is go onto Twitter and tag Team YouTube, their account there on Twitter, and hopefully try to work it out. I have had to do that multiple times, and that has fixed a lot of issues for my channel over the years, because if you make enough of a fuss on Twitter, you might get lucky and they will reverse or fix whatever's going on with your channel. But the fact that you have to go to Twitter is very frustrating. And also, to put this out there,
the fact that you need a secondary platform to contact the main platform so that they can fix shit is a problem.
When it comes to Team YouTube on Twitter, like, try to give them some grace, try to be polite. It's much more helpful when you're being polite when contacting them, even if the answers are ridiculous, because they're dealing with a enormous amount of people trying to get into contact with them, because unfortunately, like I said, this is the best route for a lot of people. Now, let's look at the typical process here.
As much as you would want to swear at them, it's not going to help you get your shit back if you're just screaming at people. They're just going to ignore you. Egglicious, how's it going? I'm doing very well, thank you.
Because there are layers upon layers of automated moderation here. Let's look at this example here, right? This is one of the channels that was demonetized. You can see them reporting on Twitter saying their Broken Crown podcast was demonetized for inauthentic content. And they got a lot of attention on this post, to the point where eventually Team YouTube would respond and say, check your DM for an update. And eventually, the demonetization was upheld and the appeal was rejected. And not
what the fuck?
Even working through Twitter was working at this point. But then
I'm just going scorched earth, yeah.
You would see they would continue the effort, and people would continue trying to fight on their behalf, trying to get YouTube to take yet another look. And they would clarify here too, ironically enough, that despite rejecting their appeal, the view count on the video didn't change, right?
So no one looked at it.
Nobody actually watched the video in question that was being appealed. Like, it just shows you how inauthentic this moderation system is, which is extra frustrating because the appeal system, they say the appeals are held or reviewed by humans, which clearly they are not. But eventually, enough of a fuss was raised on Twitter to get this channel's monetization restored. But that's sad. It's sad this is what it
We need to do this for every single person that was struck by this.
takes. You have to literally...
Yeah, only a fucking bot saw it.
Literally go to Twitter and raise a significant level of fuss to get a simple problem fixed. If anybody looked at this situation, they would realize in seconds that this rule, whatever they were hit with inauthentic content, was completely unwarranted. Like a 3-second look at their channel, and that is the case with everyone we've looked at today. But the fact that this is all the steps you had to take, and there were so many big channels that were supporting this case in particular. Like, it took a lot of effort. We shouldn't have to get to this point. And there's some other things going on here that I thought was interesting. This channel was one.
Help, I'm being marked. I know. I'll call the pizza place, and then they can call the cops to come and help me. Like, what? Yeah.
One of the many hit by this inauthentic content demonetization. And they pointed out in their analytics that the second they were deemed inauthentic, and you can see this is their analytics since the beginning of this year. So pretty regular, pretty consistent until they were deemed inauthentic. Then their views spiked up. And at that point, keep in mind, it's not that the channel and all the videos have no ads on.
Wait, so that okay?
They're still.
I guess there is the whole thing that because they're obviously sharing their stuff out there for people to look at the shit that's going on, it might pick up a bit, but not by this much.
No ads, by the way. It's just that the revenue goes to YouTube. That's a very important thing to keep in mind, okay? Like, YouTube is still profiting off of these channels they're deeming inauthentic. They're just making it so the channels themselves, the owners, can't get a cut of the revenue.
That's fucked up.
And I find it very interesting that the second they're deemed inauthentic and all of the monetization and the benefits of it...
We need to hear from all the bigger channels, like Cinevia, even the AI guy, if this is happening to him as well.
Shifts to YouTube, all of a sudden, it starts performing really well in the algorithm. Isn't that very interesting? But of course, there's a lot going on here. As pointed out in this tweet, everything YouTube has been doing over the last year or two has been about maximizing profit for shareholders and paving the way for the Hollywood takeover of the platform. They don't care about most of us. Most
looks very bad, that's for sure, yeah.
Creators are more trouble than they're worth. And that is the brutal and honest truth. YouTube really hates pretty much probably 99% of your favorite content creators because they're more trouble than they're worth. YouTube wants to continue to pivot over towards a television live streaming / YouTube
is losing money, in my opinion. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think YouTube is losing money. And by demonetizing channels and still earning money from those channels, they don't have to now pay those channels. So they're just making money for free, basically. Hollywood takeover, Hollywood is dying. Yeah, no, they're not taking anything. Hollywood is fucking dead at this point.
Subscription service, like they want to be a version of Netflix or cable television or all the above, right? They want to be friendly to the entertainment industry. They want Hollywood to think nicely of them and to want to work with them. That is their focus. You know, YouTube, their motto in the beginning was broadcast yourself. Like, it was all about content creators. We know that's not the case anymore, okay?
It is very strange that everyone this year that is getting hit with this, and everything also just basically happening over the past of the last 2 months now. It is very fucking strange that they're still earning money on demonetized channels. Like, it's wild.
That has been a very dead motto for probably over a decade at this point, but it's becoming more apparent than ever. They want the automation. They want the little guys taken care of.
I wonder if the market share compared to Rumble has significantly changed. Let's say in the last 3 years, or if it's about the same.
And out of the picture in some cases, so they can make way for the entertainment industry and all of the bigger and more...
And learn compared to Twitch. Yeah. No, Kick is fucking beating the shit out of Twitch at this point. No, it is still smaller, but it is fucking catching up.
Profitable businesses, right?
The thing is, Kick has a lot of negative sentiment going around it because there's a lot of really shitty people on Kick that do fucking gambling and commit crimes and shit. It's a lot less now than when Kick started. It was really bad when Kick started. But because of the sentiment that was growing when Kick started, there's a lot of people that just don't trust Kick, which is still stupid. Yeah.
But It's a Gundam here would make a comment saying YouTube is going to get worse. They are replacing people with AI at an alarming rate after forcing them to train the AI. I have spent the last 4 years advocating for channels behind the scenes wrongfully affected by a broken system by bringing proof of issues to actual humans, but now I think it's over. I've lost privileges. I guess I challenged the system one too many times in my life.
The fact Kick and YouTube have playback function and Twitch doesn't in their streams. I never understood why Twitch doesn't fucking have that. It is so fucking stupid. Like, you need to pause because you need to do something and then carry on when you get back. But then you just miss out on a whole bunch of shit because you can't go back.
Last act of
you have to wait for this whole thing to be done.
Get Kino Casino unbanned, which is a whole other can of worms that we've talked about on this channel.
I have no idea what that is.
You had privileges, and Gundam says, according to them, when I got the boots. So, yeah, there's definitely some very unfortunate things going on, and the shift over to AI is going to be one that's going to continue to snowball and get more and more involved with this platform, and it's not looking great, guys. Like, there's no other way.
Yes, AI is a tool, and it shouldn't be just like outright denied, but I also think AI should not be in places that is judging people's content. That's the thing. AI is a good tool, but it's not something that you should put into any position that is moderating content, that is judging people's content. That just should not be a thing. Unless you can 100% guarantee it is not going to false fucking flag people.
Of putting it, it really doesn't look great. And for YouTube here on Twitter, posts like this saying your perspective is your best asset.
Yeah, fuck you.
That is their latest tweet from the YouTube creators account, and it's like, man, I don't think you guys want to hear our perspectives anymore. And this is just another reminder that things are completely turbulent on YouTube. And if you want to support creators like myself, you can do so directly through YouTube while we have all of these things in place, like monetization and the ability to even upload videos or live stream. And you can do everything from, like.
Although when I read some of the horrible customer support answers, I think it would be better to have an AI button. Oh fuck, that's fair. I just slaving away while watching games experience.
And subbing.
Appreciate you being here, man.
Really out of your mind, you can do things like super thanks messages and all that stuff. And
just make sure you pay attention to what you're busy with, and don't just keep looking here when you need to look there.
Come to my live streams and all those things. But in terms of me for shilling, I mean, I will tell you the same thing I tell everyone else in terms of content creators. It is to diversify, try to have as many things going on as possible. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket. And for me, my portion of this video, if you want to help out on my latest Ooh Market plushie campaign, you can see the official Rev plushie right here. Look at that 360 view looking good. We're just shy of 300% funding on this campaign.
Nice.
Over 6 days left. I will put a link to this in the pinned comment. The support on campaigns like this is huge for channels like myself, and also I've been working.
Yeah, no, watch the road instead. That might be a bit safer.
Working on my.
I don't want anyone fucking getting hurt while watching my content.
Patreon this year. Again, Patreon isn't perfect either. They have plenty of issues, but again, it's about diversifying your.
That would be awesome. I would love to do that. The problem is that costs money. Also, I live in South Africa. Shipping shit out from here is not something that I even know closely how to do.
Or sources when it comes to content creation, and I've been uploading Patreon exclusives over there, and I'll have
maybe after I leave South Africa, that's something I can look into.
A new one up either today or tomorrow. So if you want some extra content as well as another way to support the channel, again, I'll put a link to this page in the pinned comment. Be sure to check out these campaigns and anything else going on with the channel or your favorite channels as well. The point of today's video was to spread the message about this so you guys are aware. And if
I am glad that he's just talking about this, but at this point, everyone is talking about this. So it's nice to see it get spread more. Wouldn't shipping be from where it is produced? Well, I'm assuming, I don't know where I'll be able to produce it. That's the thing. I don't know anything about this. If it's produced in America, obviously cool. It's cool to ship from there. But I also want to get one here, though. And shipping from America to here is also fucking expensive and not something I can just do.
If you want some more advice from me, it's supporting the creators you like through the ways I just mentioned, but also helping them out on Twitter. If you're noticing these things going on with these accounts and they're spreading the message on Twitter.
But also, like, there's people here that would probably want it. There's people all over that watch my content. Not many right now, obviously. I'm still growing, but it would be expensive to ship it anywhere. And I don't even know how that works.
That is the best way to help. Unfortunately, helping them spread the message and being persistent about it is the best thing you can do in these situations. It's an uphill battle. It's tough, but...
And then offer shipping everything. So basically you just design the product while they do the shipping. That would be cool. That would be interesting. But I'm assuming you do have to actually put money in because they're not just going to let you ship stuff for free. Yes, there is a dog in the background.
You know what? You got to do what you got to do, and that is, unfortunately, as far as I'm concerned, the best way of trying to come to some sort of a way to solve what's going on here, because clearly there's a lot of errors being made by YouTube's.
Hopefully the situation does get fixed. Make ship, for example, other YouTubes use it. That's fair. I'll look into it at some point, because I would love to actually have that. That would be fucking cool. But yeah. So yeah, that was Rev's video about the current problem we're dealing with on YouTube. Hopefully the situation gets fixed, because it is a fucking problem. Thanks guys for watching. I appreciate you guys clicking on the video and watching all the way to the end, always, as usual. I will be moving on now, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.